Nationalist Congress Party chief Sharad Pawar has said that two individuals approached him ahead of the Maharashtra Assembly elections, claiming that they could guarantee 160 out of 288 seats. Pawar said he was surprised by the claim, but in fact facilitated a meeting between these individuals and Congress leader Rahul Gandhi. According to Pawar, both he and Rahul Gandhi ultimately chose to ignore the proposal, stating that such an approach was not in line with their political values. He said, and I quote, "We decided we would go before the people and find ways to earn their support." Importantly, Pawar also clarified that he was taken aback by the claim, but he did not suspect any wrongdoing by Election Commission back then. However, he notes now that people making such offer continue to surface during elections. This statement comes after Rahul Gandhi publicly alleged large-scale irregularities in the conduct of recent elections in Maharashtra and in Karnataka. Gandhi had accused Election Commission of failing to uphold electoral integrity and demanded accountability. The commission later asked Gandhi to file a separate affidavit regarding his allegations. Now, Sharad Pawar's support to Gandhi has also come at a crucial time. He commended Rahul Gandhi's presentation, which showed the alleged polling anomalies, while also criticized Election Commission for what he described as lack of transparency from the Commission. Those are some very important revelations coming to light by Sharad Pawar. Joining us on the show is Advocate Harsh Dhaya, is a political analyst. Mr. Dhaya, what are you making of these comments? On one hand, while it does look like Sharad Pawar wanted to support Rahul Gandhi, but it looks like, given that Rahul Gandhi met such people who claim that they could win him elections, doesn't work in his favor.
Shweta ji, there are two aspects to this. First of all, I really believe that all this is figment of their imagination. And even if it's true, or even if it's a figment of imagination, then these are very serious allegations, and these cannot be ignored in the world's largest democracy with a blemish-free electoral system. I demand that CBI should issue summons to Sharad Pawar and Rahul Gandhi to record their statements and to get the names of these two people involved and to know the date and place of their meeting with them and the exact nature of guarantees that was made by these two persons. If they refuse to reveal names, it can be projected as shielding criminals who tried to undermine the Indian democracy. And let me be very clear that there should be a PIL that should be filed in the Supreme Court seeking a court-monitored SIT or CBI probe. Because these people will keep on making such claims time and again, and we cannot let them walk away without giving proof after making such serious allegations about the electoral system of the country. And coming back to Mr. Pawar's claim, his and Rahul's selective morality is laughable to me. If such an offer was made to BJP and it came to light, then Congress would have called for street protests and Supreme Court intervention. But when it came to them, they decided to ignore it. That's what Mr. Pawar is claiming. These are not my words. Mr. Pawar is saying that he believed that these two guys were bluffing, and he decided to ignore it because if a sensible person was in his place, they would have gone for registration of FIR. And it seems to me that they were testing waters. That's why the second meeting happened with Rahul Gandhi. Otherwise, they could have stopped at the first meeting itself because they were not confident about the claims. Hence, they didn't go ahead with it. Else, they would have, and the nation would have never known. And now that, Rahul Gandhi is making such claims, then Mr. Pawar is coming out with these allegations after so many months. If his morality was in right place, then neither of the meetings would have happened and the FIR would have already been filed by Sharad Pawar and Rahul Gandhi. However, no such thing has happened. This story is a complete work of fiction. It is most likely that Mr. Pawar and Mr. Gandhi are trying to enact Bangladesh style.
What makes you say that nothing as such has happened?
The sequence of events is very clear. The claims that have been made by Rahul Gandhi time and again. If you listen to his 2 days back when he addressed the nation and made claims about the voter list as well, then he went back on his earlier statement. He said that, he was making certain claims about EVMs of the country, but he was not 100% sure whether those claims were true. Hence, he was not going ahead with them. But now he's making claims about the voter list, and all the sequence of events point to one thing, that they are trying to, do a Bangladesh-style coup in this country. And the whole playbook is similar to what happened in Bangladesh. First, be election denialists, that the elections were rigged, and some other party, managed to win by rigging the elections. In this case, they claim it's the BJP, that BJP rigged the elections and won the 2024 general elections. And if that was the case, and like they meeting these two guys, then they would have come out with this particular statement earlier itself. But now they are creating a hotbed for civil unrest in the country, and they want to.
But Advocate Harshdaia, I have to ask you, sir. You're making some very serious allegations against the opposition. You're saying that they are trying to create a coup-like situation in the country, trying to take over the democratic process. But those allegations, what exactly did you find problematic in what Rahul Gandhi put out? And I have to say this because he said that his team has analyzed a 7 feet long stack of paper of all the electoral rolls, where he found severe and several anomalies, including duplications, addresses on which 80 voters were living in same address, which was found to be a 1 RK house. And some of our teams have gone on site to visit, and it's actually a 1 RK room where 80 people are registered to that single building.
Shweta ji, I definitely agree to the points raised by Mr. Gandhi, because the same points are being raised by Election Commission as well in justifying the SIR exercise in Bihar. Even the ruling party of the country, that is BJP, they are raising similar issues in Kerala. They are raising similar issues in Bengal. They are raising similar issues in Bihar, where people have used one address and almost 100-200 people are registered as voters on those addresses. But now, on one hand, the Congress party and Rahul Gandhi are opposing SIR exercise in Bihar, and on the other hand, they are giving more and more substance why SIR exercise is needed in every state of the country and throughout the country. We really need the SIR exercise, because I totally believe whatever these points that Rahul Gandhi have raised, they are of substance. So such and such things really happen in voter list. But what he has been unable to prove, that the elections were rigged just because 80 people were registered on those address, on that particular address. I guess it was room number 35, if I'm not wrong. I was doing research on that, but he has been unable to prove that all 80 people, or let's say even 20 people of those registered on that address even voted. And there was some curious case of Mr. Srivastava. I'm forgetting his first name, because when I was reading on into those allegations yesterday, some news channel spoke to Mr. Srivastava, whom Rahul Gandhi had exposed. He has 4 voter IDs in 4 different states. That Mr. Srivastava belongs to the state of Uttar Pradesh. He was born in Lucknow, and then sometime in 2009, his family shifted to Mumbai, where he got his second voter ID made. In 2016 elections, he voted in Mumbai, and then later on, he shifted to Bangalore, where he voted subsequently in the 2024 elections. And nowhere in those allegations, Rahul Gandhi was able to prove that that particular Mr. Srivastava voted in all elections in the same year or in the consecutive years as well. That guy has come on record. He says that yes, so-and-so voter ID exists,
right,
but I've only voted at one place at one particular time. So where is
understood.
the rigging?
Understood. But you would agree that some of those points raised by Rahul Gandhi are legitimate, where he talks about duplication of addresses, where he talks about one individual being registered in multiple places, such as Mr. Srivastava himself. While he moved from one place to another, he's saying, I only voted once, but we'll have to go by what he's saying at the moment. But there are also questions, Harshdaia, on why has EC failed to provide, for that matter, CCTV footage, something that many people agree could be a fair demand, and CCTV footage can be provided for transparency's sake. But let me come back to Sharad Pawar right now, because Sharad Pawar, in a way, trying to support, because his statement was to say that I support Rahul Gandhi in his assertion, but at the same time claiming that there were 2 individuals who approached them. I think that puts Rahul Gandhi in a difficult spot if he has not come out clean about it.
See, the onus is on Sharad Pawar and Rahul Gandhi right now. If they are making such claims, then they should be the one giving supportive evidence for that. If, tomorrow I come out in the open and I go on national TV and I say that, so and so a person approached me and they made such and such claim, nobody would buy that on face value. If I'm making some allegation, I need to provide some basis of proof related to that. If I'm unable to provide any proof, then it is sure that I'm making bogus claims, and that is being done by Mr. Gandhi and Mr. Pawar in this particular matter. And just going back a little to your previous question, that the election commission should give CCTV recordings and other substances which the opposition is demanding. They particularly, Mr. Gandhi particularly, in his address to the nation and in his address to the media, he specifically pointed out the central Bangalore seat in the Lok Sabha elections. The law of the land clearly specifies that within 45 days, the person contesting the election from central Bangalore Lok Sabha could have gone to the High Court and challenged the election result. But nothing of that sort was done. At that time, they were very satisfied with the result. But now, when they feel that this time is ripe for creating a hotbed for civil unrest in the country, that's when they are coming with such bogus claims.
Are you
Because the law
expecting
of
the
the land
opposition to
provides.
not? Are you not expecting the opposition to do its duty by questioning what they've deemed right? You are a man of judicial conduct yourself. Would you not want opposition to do its job when you keep making allegations that they want to have a coup-like situation in the country? They're creating a hot bed for civil unrest. They're essentially doing their job. They're questioning the ruling dispensation.
No, absolutely, absolutely. They should question. I'm not contesting that at all. My contest is on the fact that if they are contesting the election result of Central Bangalore Lok Sabha, then they should have done within 45 days.
But they were
The
never
procedure
provided with
which
a
is
digital copy of the electoral rolls. They were only given a paper stack, which I think Rahul
no,
Gandhi.
see, that's the thing. They could have gone to High Court. The procedure is laid in law. The Constitution speaks about it. The Representation of People's Act speaks about it. They could have gone to the High Court. Within 45 days, they could have challenged. And then they could have asked the ECI for all the papers that they
But
want. There is the
ECI has
judicial.
categorically said, Mr. Dhaya, that they will not provide digital copy of the electoral rolls.
The court has said so. The court is deciding on that particular matter. They went to Supreme Court, and the Supreme Court said that ECI doesn't need to provide the digital copies. It is the court. Now, will they blame the judiciary as well? Because that is my claim that is happening. That is what I'm claiming, that the opposition, because they are unable to win the elections, they are now attacking Election Commission of India and the judiciary altogether, and they are trying to erode the trust of the people of the country in both judiciary and the electoral system of the country. That's
Okay.
that's the exact point I'm claiming to be.